Today I'm going to be giving a review for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Now this time it's the Ultimate Edition because I already had seen the previous theatrical version, of course you know. But this right here, this particular version I'm reviewing now is the actual Ultimate Edition version of the film. Now this as you can see, this is the Blu-ray I have of it, you know, which has like the DVD and so on, you know. Now this version right here, it has like 30 minutes of extra footage like added onto it that was cut from the original theatrical version. So you have like 30 minutes more of like footage, you know, which pushes the film over to I think over like 3 hours now at this point, you know. So like in the film you have like scenes, and certain scenes were kind of even like altered, you know, they weren't like the way they were when it was in the actual theatrical version. They kind of altered, even like some of the music was kind of like altered to a certain extent, I guess to make room for like a extent in the actual film, you know. Well, this is again, I know a lot of like critics and like a lot of like the fans and stuff like that and so on. They were kind of like disappointed into a certain extent. I know a lot of them were, but I know like a lot of the real like fans, like true, I guess you could say fans, not to be like picky, you know. I know a lot of them did like, cause I enjoyed it, you know. Now I had this moments where it was kind of like overblown, especially I said like the end of sequence with like Doomsday, them fighting Doomsday. It was still kind of cool, you know. That's the kind of action I would prefer them see do, like live action, you know, as far as like comic book action, you know. But it was kind of like overblown to a certain extent. But it was still cool, you know. It was still actually like nice to see that. But just certain stuff like that I thought was kind of like, you know, overblown. And then like some certain other things in the film too, you know, I don't want to like touch on too much. But this film, this particular version of it, you know, now it's also R-rated too, which I thought was kind of intriguing when they announced it in the beginning that so much was cut out the film that when they put back like 30 minutes of it, you know, this actually made like an R-rated film. And it is now from what I saw in this Ultimate Edition of it, they could have still probably kept the PG-13, because if anything, they had like some nudity. You had like a couple like nudity scenes. See, like there's a shot with like Bruce Wayne or Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne, like he's actually like naked in the shower, and you actually get to see like his buttocks. So I was like, whoa, that was a lot, you know, like you actually see like the nude of him being naked. Plus, on top of that, you get to see like it's kind of a little more bloody. Like the opening sequence where Superman has to save like Lois Lane from like I forgot what it's called, you know, when they actually kill like, you know, like the other. When I didn't even know it was Jimmy Olsen. I didn't know that was like Jimmy Olsen that they had killed, you know, at the beginning, you know. But I seen right there that sequence, that the opening sequence where Superman has to save her, you know, when they were shooting the guns and shooting stuff, you saw like a lot of blood and stuff like flying and stuff and everything like that. And that wasn't in the actual like theatrical version. Plus, there's also like a couple more like profanity, like they actually use the F word, and I think at one point, like in the film too as well, you know. But that, you know, it's kind of basically the same film, you know. It deals with the idea that like Bruce Wayne, he was already kind of against like Superman because Superman destroyed one of his buildings, like in like a conflict with General Zod. And this is like during events that happened in the Man of Steel film. That's how you can tell that this film is actually connected to the Man of Steel. You know, it's actually like a follow-up to that particular film. It's a continuing that universe, because this is actually like the second film in the DC cinematic universe. You know, so this actually is continuing from the events of Man of Steel, but you bring in Batman into the film itself. You know, you have Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, Batman. And friend, I don't know, I don't want to brag on too much, but I really do. I think I was saying it in the first one too, like my first review for it. I really am enjoying like Ben Affleck's portrayal of like Bruce Wayne and Batman. I really think he's cool as this you know, this character, you know, like Bruce Wayne, like Batman. I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely looking forward to his solo like Batman film, you know. Plus I know he also has gonna have an appearance, I think, in like Suicide Squad too as well, you know, and the eventual Justice League films too as well, you know. But I really am enjoying his performance as like Bruce Wayne Batman. I think it's pretty cool, you know. But you have like, you know, of course that's what the film was about, you know. He's already kind of in conflict with Superman because of that, you know. Plus like the world and stuff like Metropolis and everything, they kind of they accept the Superman, but at the same time they kind of against him too. So all this eventually just builds into like a confrontation where like Batman and Superman do have to fight each other at one point, you know, because of all this going on. It's kind of hard. Now you can see like Bruce Wayne's point of view why he chose to actually have to fight him, you know. But like the other stuff that was going on, it's kind of like confused and kind of off, you know, why they had to fight, you know. But at the same time, you have like another woman, like another character brought in too, who is Wonder Woman, you know, who becomes like Wonder Woman played by Gal Gadot, you know. She shows up into the forefront too, well not in the forefront, but in the film too as well, because eventually she'll be part of like the Justice League films too, you know. But her character shows up, and in the end, you know, she had to help like Batman and Superman take on Doomsday, who's like another threat, you know, because after their little fight, like Batman and Superman fight, they actually had to fight this bigger threat, which is actually put together by Lex Luthor, you know. So I thought that was cool, you know, that they had to team up like that, you know. So they had to put aside their, like, you know, their differences and stuff like that to team up and take on this like even more powerful threat, you know. But yeah, this film is basically like still the same. Like I thought like if anything like and I said this in my original review, like the actual fight sequence between like Batman and Superman, for my opinion, it could have been like longer or even like a little better, you know. And in this actual like Ultimate Edition, you know, it doesn't really, they didn't really add too much to it that was like kind of different, you know. If anything, they had there's a scene like where like Superman, like he actually pushes Batman like he's nothing, you know, he just flies back. He actually does it again. And that sequence right there, that wasn't in the actual theatrical version. You could tell it was actually on in this version. He actually like pushed Batman again. And that wasn't actually in the actual like, theatrical version, you know, but in the Ultimate Edition it was. But in the end, I thought like you know, Henry Cavill as like Clark Kent and Superman, they were okay, you know. I still feel like Henry Cavill, and now that I've seen it, 'cause I think this is actually like my ninth or 10th time seeing it. I saw it like 8 times in the theaters. I think it was either 8 or 9 times in the theaters, so I think this was actually like my ninth or 10th time watching it on video, you know. But I thought when I look at Henry Cavill's performance more and more, I thought it's like he is just like reading his lines, you know. He's like he's not really putting like a lot of effort into that, but in his acting, you know. But I still think his Superman is cool, you know, how he's like buff and stuff like buff. I think that's awesome looking, you know, because how he looks like, it's just how he was like a Man of Steel. I think that's cool that we have like a buff, like muscular looking Superman, you know. I still think that's cool, you know, and awesome, you know. But like Jeremy Irons as Alfred, I thought he was like funny and humorous, you know, kind of like hardcore, you know, but he's still cool. Everything was, you know, or like Lawrence Fishburne as Perry, I thought all of them were cool, you know, like then you have what's the name is Lois Lane. I thought everybody, you know, like, it was still kind of the same film as far as like the Ultimate Edition go, you know. It wasn't really that big of a difference in my opinion. If you already had seen like the theatrical version, you know, I won't really, you know, recommend watching it. But if you're like a diehard fan of these characters, like these like comic book heroes and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend, you know, just giving it a shot, you know. I'm sure y'all would anyway, you know, a lot of y'all, you know. But in the end, I think I didn't want to leave anything out, you know, that I thought was kind of different or cool, you know. I think I'm just stick with my same review for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Being that this is actually the Ultimate Edition, but I'm going to still give it like my original rating of a B minus. There really wasn't that much of a big difference. You have like more sequences and stuff like that, like more profanity, nudity, a couple things at it, but it doesn't really like stand out. And there's also there's like two different like things that's going on with the story that I don't want to spoil. You know, it kind of stands it. You know, like there's like certain depths in the film that were in the actual like theatrical version, but it is in this version. You know, too as well. But I'm not going to touch on those though. But yeah, that's my review for Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. I mean, Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition, and I'm giving it a B minus. All right.